Moving on to the next folder, we need to get ready with a new file. And I'm going to have you do it a little differently this time. Go to File and New. And we call this one Intermediate Processes. And instead of a single artboard, we're going to have 4. And if you look at the little indicating icons here, you can have them go 2 across and 2 across, or 1 and 1 down and then back up and down. You can have them go in a straight line. You can have them go straight down. You can have them go right to left if you like. I like this one, so I'm going to pick on just a straight row. Spacing, let's make it about 1/2 inch. The size, we're doing a different size this time. We'll make them 10 inches wide and 8 inches high, which changes our orientation to horizontal. Inches for our units, and we'll add a bleed. Now down here you want to see 300 dpi. Align to pixel grid, no. If that happens to say yes there, just turn the little key and click on the option right here. Okay, otherwise CMYK is good. And we'll we'll make large files that can be converted still to web files if we need to. Okay, I'm going to OK that. And what you'll see is this. And that's what I've got now with the 4 distinctive artboards. If you look at your artboards panel, I'm just going to click here, and I'll zoom in again on that. They're all just generically named right now, but we're going to have 4 assignments, and we'll put 1 on each artboard here. So I'm just going to call this one. We're going to have one for the fire truck. We're going to have a second one for the glass button. The third one is the traffic cone. And the fourth one is a little green leaf. Okay, so I've named my artboards, and then with the artboard panel, when you click on the number in front of it, it jumps to the next window. Now you can see I'm at the second window, the third, and the fourth. Okay, back to the first. This is where we'll do our fire truck drawing. If you look at the instructions at the Canvas page, you'll see that for these, I'm going to have you try to draw on your own for the most part this time. Over here in the layers panel, you want to have some corresponding layers too, and you could go ahead and set those up too if you'd like. We'll start with 4, although it is possible to have many artboards, many layers on each artboard. Kind of depends on how you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and call this one the fire truck. And if you wanted to do the background for the fire truck on a different layer, you could. I'll call this one the glass button. And this one I'll call traffic cone. And here we'll have the green leaf. Now, like I said, if we decide to have multiple layers on a single artboard, that's perfectly okay. But we do want to make sure that our artboard is, the first one is entirely fire truck, the second one is entire glass button, the third is entire traffic cone, and the fourth is the green leaf. Okay, so I've got that set up now, and I'll just draw a little red rectangle here to get myself started on the fire truck. Just starting with a kind of a primary color here, and a rectangle tool. I'm going to draw approximately the side, the back, might say, of the fire truck. And I'm not going to do this whole drawing. I'm just kind of giving myself something to work from. Remember, the color guide will help you to determine colors, and and for coming up with several different colors of different tones and tints of red. It's going to be a real lifesaver for you this time. The beginning of the fire truck kind of looks like this. And I'll fill that back with the red that I started with. And so now I've just made a couple of shapes, just getting my truck started. And this may be the way you want to do it. This may not necessarily be the way you want to do it. Remember, for this assignment, I'd like for you to do the fire truck as you see it at the Canvas page, but I'd like for you to also put that drawing inside an environment of your own. So, for example, a student last semester, I remember, drew the fire truck, but then drew a station house with the door open and the fire truck inside. Something like that. Others did the fire truck and had it on a road with the road diminishing into the background. Something like that. Okay, and I'll give you some examples, show you some examples later as we get started on that. Okay, now I've got a quick start here going, and I want to be sure to save that. Remember, we named it, but we didn't save it. So I'll save it here, and I'll put it, I've been putting in my office, I've got it all here under this here, and I'll put a new folder. This will be Rogers F folder 3, just for example. It's the third folder, and in intermediate processes, all that is good, that is good. And I'll go ahead and save and just leave this the way it defaults, and okay that, and now I'm off and started on my third folder. We'll fill this up with drawings from the Canvas page, and I've got that under your assignments, and you can see that drawing right there. Now you can actually select that and copy the image, and then go back out to your new artboard and paste, and use that as a go-by so that you can look up here and draw down here and look up here and draw down there. And for that matter, we'll probably want a new layer for that as well. We'll call it references. I'll try to get it spelled here. References, okay, and take that little blue dot. Remember how we do that to organize our layers? Right now the image is selected. We don't want it on the fire truck artboard. I'm just going to click and put it right up here. Okay, so now my references are on their own layer. I'll lock that layer, and then I'll click on the fire truck layer as I continue to draw on this first artboard. Okay, so keep track of your artboards, keep track of your layers this time, and that'll work great for us.